I love making pizza. I want to open a pizzeria. What should I do?
Go work at a place. Go work someplace. I tell people, like, it sounds great when you're someone, oh, that was good, man. That was so good. Hey, you can do it. You should try to sell it. Cool. Great idea. But be ready for it. But like, I sleep here sometimes. I have to. Sometimes I have catering. It's just me most times. It's gonna be just you and how bad you want it too. It all depends on how bad you want it. So I want it bad enough. I'm gonna sleep here.
Today we're at Lynn's Chicago Pizza, right here on the south side of Chicago. Lynn's Chicago Pizza. We had Brandon and Lynn on the podcast before. They started as a pop-up. And then Brandon, who was a trained chef, worked for many years in the culinary industry, saw this spot. He said, if this spot ever becomes available, they grew up in this neighborhood, I want to put something there, pizzeria or a restaurant or something. He didn't know what exactly he wanted to do, but he wanted to put something there. And they turned that pop-up into this brick and mortar location, which you can see right here. It's a great little outdoor area. And we're gonna go in there. They serve Chicago style pizza, which is deep dish. And then they also do thin crust, but Brandon's got a culinary background. So he puts a lot of interesting toppings that he likes to make on the pizza. And we're gonna talk about how they started, why they chose this location, and what they're doing in the neighborhood and in the community to make this a community pizzeria. We're here, I made it.
You are.
I know.
Welcome, Bruce, to Lynn Chicago Pizza.
Thank you so much for having me.
We are in the Woodlawn community of Chicago, South Side.
So this is your new location, right? You guys have been open since September.
We've been open since September. This is our first brick and mortar. Super pretty, as you can see, the nice big windows, the garage door is definitely a good feature. So yeah, we're just trying to make the most of it.
I love it.
Yeah.
So how did you find this location?
So we live literally just down the street and around the corner.
Okay, so you've seen this around.
Yeah, so we've seen this around, going on walks in our neighborhood, and this place have been vacant for quite some time. The landlords of this place, they own these nonprofit organizations just right here. So they were at the same time looking for a restaurant or good people to come in and occupy their space. Chef Brandon, he got in touch with the right people, and we really had to do a process, it was kind of like a reality TV vibe kind of thing.
You guys should have recorded that.
Multiple interviews, right? And then we also had to do a pop-up here. So it was us and one other guy who was working out of a shared kitchen. So we did our pop-up first, and we kind of just rocked the place. It was a warm day in May. Oh my gosh, this was kind of a year ago today. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about it like that.
Before you opened this, you didn't just decide, hey, we're gonna open a pizza shop, here you go. You were doing kind of pop-ups, right?
We started off a lot of pizza places in our kitchen. That got very small, right? Very cramped. And
in the house?
Yeah, in the house. So, at some point it was all we have to eat in the house is pizza.
Sounds like me when I do these videos and I go to different cities.
Right. So we just gained relationships with the bars and other type of local establishments around here, and asked if we could sell our pizzas as pop-ups. So that worked out, $10 personal pan pizzas to drunk people. So
that's how it all started.
It worked out. And we were only doing deep dish. So eventually thin crust, eventually our Instagram notoriety got big and bigger than that. So then now we're doing home deliveries and doing that part-time. And me and Brandon at the time were full-time, working other places. And then just kind of scaled from there.
Nice. And then in September you found the spot, you opened, and how's been business so far?
So business when we first opened, and I think because the weather attributes to customers trying to come out. We're in the Midwest, so when it's warm outside, we get people. When it got cold, it showed.
Yeah.
So we just, keep doing what we need to do every day to try to get people to come. So
do you do delivery too?
We do delivery through Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats, delivery platforms,
What do you think the percentage is of business for delivery versus dine-in?
I would say it's more carry out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we don't get a lot of people dining in, and I think that people, when they see our videos on Instagram or wherever, we probably don't do a good job showing the entire place, not all the time just the food. So when you think of pizza, it's kind of oh, I'm about to go pick up.
So they probably are ordering the pizza with the intention of picking up, then they get here oh my God, I should have just ate in here.
So many comments are can we eat in here? I'm yes, please.
Yeah, I want the people to come in here and eat.
Or they say, okay, well, I'll carry out today, but we'll come back and dine in. But it's beautiful to see people people like here on dates. It's good seeing like friends like I haven't seen like in years, like come and support, college friends, people like bringing a group of people, people doing the BYOB, you know, like they get it. Like when I see that and I see them playing the games inside the restaurant, I said, these people get it. The kids are coloring, the kids are watching the movie on the projector, the adults are adulting, and everybody is having a good time.
That's great. Can we go inside and kind of take a look around and see what's up? Do you seat people, or do they just come in and sit wherever they want?
They can sit wherever we want, wherever they want, sorry. They don't have like to do reservations or anything like that.
So just like a regular pizzeria.
Yeah.
You come in, you order your pizza, you go sit down, we'll bring it to you.
Yeah. Nice. So we do that.
And then what do you guys have, deep dish pizza or Chicago style? Which one, or is deep dish Chicago style really?
Chicagoans say no, I say yes, because I just love deep dish. But yeah, so we have Chicago tyrant style, like our version of the thin crust pizza, deep dish of course. We have our signature pizzas here. So our most famous, popular pizza is the Dorchester. So like it's great for all of those people who do not like pork sausage. So it comes with chicken sausage, garlic spinach, caramelized onions. And then we kind of like just build from there.
What's your favorite pizza?
My favorite is...
Like if someone comes in and says, hey, what should I get? What do you tell them to get?
I like the Stony Island because I'm a pepperoni lover. We created this like when it got cold, and we was just kind of thinking of like a heat type of thing. So we have the pineapples on there for the sweet part, spicy jalapenos for the hot. So we kind of like market it as that throughout the winter. And it's here to stay. Hopefully it won't leave. Yeah. Nice. And then we have our Oxtail pizza. That's super, super specialty pizza. We only offer it at this point once a week on Sundays.
Oh, wow.
It has different pricing, braised oxtail, banana peppers, red onions.
You showed that on your Instagram, didn't you?
Yeah, so a lot of people, like when they see that, like to come in there for that. Because it's different, you know, you can't get it everywhere.
People ask us how we got started, how we were able to get a restaurant space. I'm like, if this wasn't like outside of the pizza oven, the things in the middle, or maybe the hot box, a lot of the stuff, the coolers, everything on a range except for the pizza oven was here.
So you got the only thing you added was a pizza oven,
and like some tables and some other little stuff.
And the hood's the most expensive part, so
so all that was here already.
That's great.
We were able, and like I said, it's been multiple places. Our landlord's upstairs, so they own all the little buildings around here. All these buildings in the corner, and it's some residential. So this space has rotated between different concepts. Like right now, we seem to be the strongest concept of the space. But other than that, we got fortunate because there's no way. We opened this place with $20K.
That's great.
Yeah, but we didn't have to worry about kids. We didn't have to worry about tables. We didn't have to worry. We literally had to figure out how to get the money up for an oven and like a lot of other things.
I honestly think a lot of people message me or text me or whatever, like, hey, I want to open a restaurant. I love making pizza. I want to open a pizzeria. What should I do?
Go work at a place. Go work. Go work someplace. I tell people all the time.
That's definitely the first thing I should say is go work for someone to see if you actually like doing it first. But try to find a second generation place because starting from the ground up is expensive.
Yeah, no, definitely. If you can find a space that was already in use, and maybe if your concept could have done better, or they were just a space that just was tired.
Yeah.
Like, go for it. I mean, because it's easy. It's cheaper.
Definitely.
You're also just probably refurbishing things.
Not to mention, like, if everything's already laid out here, even if the equipment doesn't work great and you need to replace the piece of equipment, it's plumbed. It's already permitted to be there. So that part's the expensive part.
Exactly.
Do you have pizza background? I know you're a chef, but like, what's your background cooking?
My background is pretty much like Italian steakhouse, like contemporary American, like just a little bit all over the place. So, but
not pizza though.
Pizza, not 100%. So most restaurants, most Italian restaurants, we get Neapolitan, but like that was its own crew. As the chef, I was maintaining the hotline, the main restaurant. So, but you definitely have to go over there and go. We have to, as the chefs, we still need to know what's happening over there.
Yep.
But most of the time, that was like their own little crew. Like those guys started together, worked together, trained who the pizzaiolo was, who trained them, and that's how it works. Most of those restaurants like that, especially downtown, it's like, that's it. We need you to manage the kitchen. Pizza's taken care of. Yeah. But so ideally, it became just having the common knowledge. I mean, again, I do pizza, I do pastas, I do salads already. So it's not like it's now out of my wheelhouse. but actually being 100%. So I actually went and got a job at a place that focused on pizza.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I went to Labriola, and I worked there for almost like 6 months just to see how pizza operation.
What kind of pizza did they have?
They do deep dish thin crust as well. It's Chicago.
That's what you do here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much Chicago style, and then being able to, okay, because their focus wasn't just like the hotline was okay, yeah, cool, we had stuff to get out, but the money was pizza. Downtown Chicago, right on Michigan Avenue, so
okay.
Labriola is right in the mix, so people come for the pizza just because it's on Michigan Avenue. So other than that, but I told you, I have no problem getting. I went from executive chef to sous chef just to learn how to be in a pizza restaurant that focus on pizza. I could run a hotline all day.
Was there anything different that you noticed? Like doing
just
that?
a lot. It was a lot. It's a lot of difference because we're talking about where the work was pizza. Like, yeah, we sold pastas, yes, we sold other things, but pizza was the money. So like just learning simple things. Like as we were starting out, I'm like, man, storage was different. How they stored, when they stored, what sat out, how long it sat out. What was the temperatures, like that stuff made sense. Now, some of it I can apply for myself, some of it I can't, but it was at least had some type of basis on how to do pizza.
Right.
Because I walked in this door trying to run restaurant, and where it's like, it was not working. The timing wasn't working, the verbiage wasn't working. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've been doing this forever, it works. And I'm like, all right, we gotta start over. And then we just kind of like, just be a pizzeria and just see how it works from there. And then that kind of worked out better.
Oh, so you got a pizza master oven over there?
Yeah, we got a pizza master. Had to get we got the beginner one. We got to get that's what we could afford, so we got it.
No, I like that. Listen, a lot of people, you got to start with what you can start with.
Start with what we start with, but it dramatically helped a lot because we were trying to do out of this, and it was not happening. It was getting worse, and you could see like some of the early reviews were like, it's good, but this is wrong, this is wrong. I knew what was wrong was just not having the right equipment.
When did you get this? 'Cause I think we talked about that on the podcast. Yeah, okay.
Like we opened in September, we tried to suffer through it. Those first
Try to figure it out without
it. Out with that, and it was just not working. God bless, Mama Humphreys is like, what do y'all need? We're like, we just need an investment on a pizza oven, so she invested in us to get this. So this has been a game changer, and definitely. One, better quality, like you can tell, like we put a lot of work into our dough here, and like there wasn't getting the quality. Man, when it's hit right on this guy, it hits. And we're like,
was it night and day? Like
night and day, speed, taste, every night and day. I told.
Were you like, oh, you put a pizza in here, like, wow, it could have been this easy from the start?
It could have been this easy from the start, but then I was like, we unlocked something. I was like, babe, I told Lynn, I wanted to do testing at the Pizza Master facility. I'm like, I had never tasted our pizza dust like this before. We've been doing this for a minute, and it was like, this was like it. So one day soon, hopefully, fingers crossed, we get the Big Daddies and we can really crank up with the new hours that I'm putting in place, new schedule. We should see an uptick in it. I think so. Right now, people are walking around more, so we'll see.
How many pizzas? Do you do the deep dish out of that too?
I don't like it out of here. It does a weird steamy thing.
Yeah.
So I do it out of confection, so I can do that at 450.
So deep dish is in here. This is just for the thin crust one.
Yeah, thin crust. I tried it, and I just not like it. It was weird. I don't know if maybe it's the spacing of the oven, because I know at Labriola, we do Pizza Masters, and we do everything out of here. It's just not getting the same consistency at all.
Interesting.
But yeah.
So this is the thin crust New York, Chicago style?
This one is more for slices, so they're open for lunch. So like the Chicago
This
style,
almost looks like a New York style.
Yeah, we do it like that. I do that for slices because it's easier, sellable you can sell.
Someone just grab a slice to go. Or,
so it's easier that way, and because Chicago style dough. So this is even a different dough. Like this is our Chicago style. It mainly has like a butter dough. This is strictly a flour, like AP and high gluten. And pizza flour, so it's like 3 flour blend. Okay.
Yeah. So this is not. Is this the same as the thin crust Chicago style dough?
Yes. So the only difference with this one, when I do slices, I don't put butter. So with the Chicago style, is known for like having like a buttery taste.
Yeah.
So that's the thin crust deep dish all has a butter dough. This is our flour dough for slices.
What's one piece of advice you give someone looking to start a pizza shop?
Learn the game, man. Like you gotta be serious. Like people, I tell people like, it sounds great when you're oh, that was good, man. That was so good. Hey, you can do it. You should try to sell it. Great, cool, great idea. Now go put your head in the game. Go talk, knock on doors. And so like we've been open for a year. I'm not gonna sit here and say every month it's. All right, we made it to this month. I was able to, like, tomorrow, I'm thinking about payroll right now. All right, if I sell this month, we'll have enough to cover payroll. Okay, cool. Now we picked up with some catering. Great. because we haven't picked up the traffic yet. We're still building on it now. We have a good reputation. We're doing good. Our ratings are great, but the traffic hasn't hit. What it seems like is not what it seemed like perception. So be prepared for that. Because, man, I'm like talking about you, but the door is not swinging. What are you doing? So we got to figure that out. If you got it like that, go for it. If you don't got it like that, man, get enough people who do got it like that so y'all all have it like that is my best advice. But be ready for it. But like, I sleep here sometimes. I have to. Sometimes I have catering. It's just me most times. Like, it's just me. So if you don't have like the money for labor, it's going to be just you and how bad you want it too. It all depends on how bad you want it. So I want it bad enough. I'm going to sleep here.
I love that.
So this is the truth. That's how I figure it. But yeah, that's my advice.
You're a little bit south of the city itself.
Yeah, so I grew up on the south side. My partner from the south side. We're actually in a community I grew up in, Woodlawn, which is near the University of Chicago. Another great thing, actually, the Obama's library is being built, almost finished by next year.
Oh, it's real close here?
Yeah, it's up the street, right here on Stony Island. It's not even 4 minutes up northeast here. So you can go east, you'll see the construction, and it goes straight to the lake. But I want to be here, and I know right now our product is a competitive product. And we can compete with all of the north side brands, the downtown brands. We know, but I want to be here on the south side where I'm from because we are a food desert and we have basic stuff, man. We have the bulletproof glass gyro shops and things like that. But quality pizza, great pizza, we make everything. You're not gonna find that here, so I want to be here. I know it's a struggle. I know I can make all the money I want just not even 2 miles away, but right here, the community is building with the Obama Center building. If I don't stay here, stay planted, I might miss out on something because once that building goes up, this neighborhood's gonna go up with it. Property taxes already have, so everyone knows the signs. So, but yeah, I want to be here. I'm gonna struggle. Hopefully, get these people to come in the door. But the more we hit marketing, the more we keep talking, about our product, the more that door people come in, and the first thing they say, "We saw you on TikTok." So I want to be here, and I'm glad. And the first thing people say, "We're glad you're here." So that means there's a need.
All right, here we go. This is what I've been waiting for. A deep dish. I've been to the traditional deep dish places in Chicago. They're okay. This is what I was waiting for right here. This is what we're working with here. Oh, I like that. I like the crust on this one. Crust is nice and buttery, flaky, not dry not that New York style is dry, but sometimes that pizza can get a little dry if it's overcooked. The tomato sauce is nice too, nice and chunky, clean tomato sauce on top. I'm gonna try just the crust itself. Got sausage on there too. Crust is nice and airy in there too, so you can see the air bubbles, pockets. This is like a good deep dish. It's not, sometimes you get a deep dish, it's super heavy. You feel real heavy after, almost like you ate pie crust. This is not that. Very nice, light, airy, but deep dish. Oxtail pizza. Braised oxtail. Brendan's the chef in the back made this. Braised oxtail, red onion, hot peppers, their marinara sauce, little oregano cooked on top. The thin crust pizza that you can see here, which is cooked really good on the bottom. They use a pizza masa oven. See the cheese pulling off there. This is their specialty one. They only have this on Sundays though, so if you're gonna come into Lynn's and order a pizza, this is the only one. I actually ordered something different because it's not Sunday. And Brandon's like, "Hey, you like oxtail?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like oxtail." And he's like, "You know what? I'm not gonna make it out of the pizza then. I'm gonna make you this one instead because this is what we're known for, and this is like my favorite pizza to make." So that's what he made me. And we're gonna try it out right now. Man, I got the best job. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh wait, it's gonna fall. Oh my God. Let me get this onto my plate here. I'm excited to try this oxtail pizza. I like oxtail, and I've never had oxtail pizza before, so first time. He was saying he puts a little butter in the crust for this. Not a traditional New York style pizza. They use a sheeter because of the butter in there. The crust is good. Got a nice texture. New York style pizza texture melts in your mouth a little bit more. Almost a cross between a New York style pizza and a Chicago style pizza, which obviously that's what he's going for. So, and then the oxtail, nice and tender, braised for a long time. I like that combination. The hot peppers on there too. Give you a little bit of a kick.